All right, so let's talk about our weekend at the tour, man. We went and saw the Force.
Oh, we want to talk about. Let's talk about a little bit. Well, we already talked about Magic 3 anyway. Okay, never mind.
Oh,
so,
yeah,
let's
album.
talk,
Yeah.
So let's talk about the Force. I'm
sure?
sorry. Yeah,
Okay.
we already talked about.
All right,
Magic.
no problem.
Not to be like, not to slight Nas like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. That's why I brought it up when we talk about the music, because I was like, this might be a good time to talk about.
That's cool.
So we're gonna see what he does with that. Nas has been doing really good with these Hit Boy joints, man. But we'll see how far it goes. But yeah, man. So we went to the show and saw the Force tour, and it was definitely well worth it, man.
Incredible.
Anybody who can catch it, please do. They're doing special guests in each location, so the lineup is slightly different. So what they did was they had, as far as the music, helping out with the music, DJ Jazzy Jeff was doing the DJing, scratching. Excellent. The Roots crew was doing the instruments. They actually had a live band, the Roots crew doing instruments. So Questlove was there, all the other members. And Black Thought basically kind of was the master of ceremonies throughout the whole thing. He did a little performance of his own, but he more so was there to kind of also introduce the other groups. So in the beginning, he comes out, opens up the show, he raps a little bit, and then he introduced the first act, which was De La Soul. Oh, man.
Rest in peace, the True Gourd.
Rest in peace, man. Dave, man. True Gourd, the Dub. I was really missing him, man. I was like, man, it's dope, but I really want him to be there. Came out, he DJ'd a little bit, but he also came up to the stage and helped, the other members perform Pasta News. So, they did perform together. Maceo did like background vocals and whatnot. So it was still dope, man. And Black Thought also helped out too.
Oh, yeah.
Black Thought was doing backup vocals for all the artists.
For the business.
Yeah, man. So that was dope, man.
Legendary.
They went into a lot of this stuff. Potholes in my lawn. They went into the Stakes is High.
Stakes is High. I had to jump up on that.
Right. Yeah.
That's my shit.
Howie was mad excited.
That's my shit right there.
Yeah, man. What else did they do? What other songs they did?
They did Me Myself Alive.
Oh, yeah, Me Myself Alive.
Everybody got ripped when they did the Buddy.
Buddy, yes.
Yeah.
Meanie.
And they brought up.
Oh yeah, they brought my man from the Jungle Brothers up there, Mike G.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was dope, man. After that, let's see who came on after that. LL, I think it was LL came up after that.
Came on right
because I know he performed twice.
Yo, that was crazy.
Yeah, LL.
They had like the smoke screen and shit.
They made sure to get hype on the LL. When LL came out, they had the smoke in the background, and all you saw was the shadowy silhouette. And next thing you know, you hear, no rapper can rap quite like I can. I take a muscle-bound man, put his face in his hand. Yo, that was the shit, man.
Yo.
So, that was dope. LL did like a couple of songs then, and then he goes out. We also got Rakim, the legend.
Yep.
He came out and did a melody, no pun intended, of his songs. LL comes back out again later, and we also
wait a minute. We had, remember they brought out Petey Pablo.
Petey Pablo, that's what I was about to say.
And
David Banner.
Came out. Yeah.
So we got two special guests. We got David Banner, because he wasn't listed, and Petey Pablo, he wasn't listed either. And then we also had DJ Z-Trip. Is that his name? Z-Trip?
Yeah, that's Cool J's DJ from Rock the Bells.
So he did a set too, man. He killed the turntables, man. Killed it. So I love what he did, man. I didn't know that dude was gonna be that good, but he was dope. So David Banner did an excellent performance. He did a couple of his songs, and he actually went out in the crowd, and not just went out in the crowd. He moved all throughout the arena. He went from the bottom where all the front row seats were. He went up to the side. I mean, he was just killing it, man. And that was smart, because you got to get that crowd participation, and I know they was going crazy over that. So, and then like you said, Petey Pablo. LL came out and did his joint again. He came out.
He came out right after Juvenile. Juvenile was there.
Oh, yeah, and Juvenile. Almost forgot. Damn.
Yeah, man, Juvenile. Yeah, Juvie, man.
Juvenile killed it too, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, Juvenile did his thing, man. I was loving it. So I'm gonna have to, cause Juvenile did like a live video on his Instagram or something like that, and he kind of turned and faced, made sure his camera was facing the crowd. He told him to hold their lighters up and all of that shit, and so yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was an excellent concert, man. I loved it, man. I enjoyed so much of it. Rakim.
Oh, he did the as in the words of Jazzy Jeff, the Acapulco.
He said, "Yo, for this next song, man, I think you need to do Acapulco."
He did that follow the leader. God, yo, y'all don't understand how dope that shit was, man.
He did the first verse of Follow the Leader, acapella, offbeat, and he just really just pulled you in. You know what I mean? It was so dope, man. And one of the things he likes to do when he's performing, he did like Microphone Fiend, and he takes the microphone and he starts like jabbing it into his arm like it's a needle. You know what I mean? Like he's fiending for the needle. Man, that dude, he just really just loves hip hop, man.
Yeah, man.
Him, all of them do really, but that just is a testament to how much he loves it. That music just kind of pulls him in.
It was really good to see, the South kind of represented it with Banner and
yeah.
It was good to see like Black Thought actually, being like he was when Juvenile was out there, like he was actually, helping Juvenile on the songs and stuff.
Yeah.
That was dope,
Yeah,
man. It's
man.
like listen, if it come in your town and if you get the tickets, go see that.
Yeah.
'Cause you were witnessing history.
Facts.
You're witnessing history. You need to see that. Like, especially if you a hip hop head, yeah, you need to see that.
Yeah, it's worth the money, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth the money, man. So, and LL of all of them, man, he really he's a true artist in the essence of everything. Performance, he just really kept the crowd engaged. You know what I mean? LL gonna put on that performance because LL is all about the energy and really giving it to you. Somebody like Rakim, you're gonna get absorbed into that lyricism. But Rakim's a little more laid back. He's not jumping around too much.
Yeah.
But Rakim, when he start rhyming, you're going to just be like, you're just going to be listening like, what did he just say? Oh. But LL going to have you kind of jumping and getting hyped, because he moving around the stage. He's just really getting into it, man.
And that's the thing, too, man. Like, man, I ain't going to lie. I was, like, going there. That was something that I think we both needed because I was inspired, man. Like,
yeah.
I mean, especially about, what we're going to talk about next, but I was inspired as far as like, I want to be, when I get to be, because I'm thinking Cool J is probably in his 50s. Like he was still jumping up and down like a young man. Like that's a dope feat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
And having that type of stamina and stuff to do, I mean, that's what I strive for anyway.
Man, it was definitely inspiring, man. You know what I mean? Because LL just lets you know it ain't about your age, it's about how you feel inside and what you're doing to take care of yourself, man. So I'm definitely want to do better about taking care of myself and have a good, healthy life, man. So that definitely inspired me. And as you can see, we got our 4 shirts on. You know what I mean?
Made by actually he got the funds up to make these.
Yeah.
So that's kind of set us back. So we need y'all to put the funds and allocate it. You know what I'm saying?
We need funds
allocated so we can. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? So we can recoup.
Yeah.
But I mean, there was a place that I know locally here that does T-shirts and whatnot, and I was like, yo, I wonder if I can find the logo. And I found the logo and I just took it to him. I was like, yo, hook us up, man. And they hooked us up, man. So, and people, was getting compliments on the shirts and whatnot.
They got those?
Yeah.
I was like, because they didn't, I don't think they really had.
Yeah, I didn't see
these type of, but they were kind of just too much. They were pretty much celebrating, the hip hop.
Right.
And the history, which is cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But.
Yeah, man, it was dope. I mean, they definitely had a little bit of merch, but it wasn't like stuff like this. So, yeah.
Because it was kind of like, when we went to see Wu-Tang,
Yeah.
And Nas,
It was everywhere.
they had like the Wu-Tang merch and they had Nas merch. More Wu-Tang than Nas, really. I really would. And then what I really wanted to get, which he got the one where he got Nas and Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
But they had some people over there selling it, and I would have got it, but they didn't take card. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But yeah, man, and I thought about that too. I was like, I remember the last time we couldn't get what we wanted, because like you said, you couldn't take your card. But
Yeah.
so I was like, let me try to hook up something before we even go to the show. And luckily, I was able to find that, man. So that's why we decided to wear our shirts today. You know what I mean? Because I mean, it ain't like you can wear something like this all the time. We just wanted to kind of show y'all, man. We enjoyed it, man. It was dope, and I'm sure the tour is going to go on for a while. They're still doing the Nas and Wu-Tang tour, I believe.
Yep.
So that's been going on for the last year.
And shout out to Uncle L, as as people call him. And yeah, definitely appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
Including everybody, the South.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate it, man. Like
man.
I'm glad that hip hop has grown to a point where we can all put little silly stuff aside and actually grow together as brothers.
Facts.
So that's a beautiful thing.
Facts, man. And it's one of those things, man. LL is doing the right thing. This is what people like him should be doing. Trying to get rappers that are iconic in the game to still be able to put on shows and sell tickets and whatnot. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
And it's just letting you know that these rappers from the older generation can still sell tickets. You know what I mean?
Oh, facts.
Because it was people in there going crazy, man. It was young and old people in there. So we had a good mixture. I noticed. I kept looking around checking. And it was a good mixture of young people. I was like, yo, I'm surprised this person even knows some of these songs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
LL did like something like a phenomenon. He did all of that. He did I'm Bad.
He did joint with
Candy.
The joint with Jennifer Lopez.
Yep. He did the J-Lo joint. He did the
that
Candy
was a
joint.
good song though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel good.
About Candy.
I feel
Yeah, that was on
good.
the bad album. Yeah, the bad album
Yeah,
was
man.
dope, man.
So he did that. He did the I Shot Ya verse. He did the 4-3-2-1 verse. Yo, when he did 4-3-2-1, I was like, yo, please tell me you ain't got Red and Meth in the back or something like that. Cause yo,
That'd
if you
be
do,
crazy.
I'm gonna lose my shit right now.
That'd be crazy.
He didn't, but he still did his verse from it, and it was dope. He did Jack the Ripper right after he did I Shot Ya. So that was dope. What else did he do? He did Radio, Rock the Bells.
Yeah, he ended with Rock the Bells. That joint went hard, yo. I was surprised, man. He killed that.
Yeah, man, definitely killed it. That's who it was at the VMAs. He was the other act. Yeah,
Cool J was.
Yeah, he was the.
Oh wow. Act.
Yeah. So it was Furious 5, Nicki Minaj, LL, Lil Wayne.
Okay.
That's how they did it, and LL did I'm Bad. He did that just like he did at our show, and he did a couple other songs too. So he did his thing, man. So I was real happy to see him. And it looked like he still had on that black vest that he had on at our show
dang.
with the sparkly
Dang, I
lights and
guess
shit on it.
we wearing these shirts,
Right.
We represent.
Right.
We
So
represent.
LL did his thing, man.
Representing dingy out here. So.
Represent dingy.
dingy.
You know what I mean? The dirty culture.
Dirty.
But yeah, so it was a great show, and I was happy been able to witness that. I mean, because this was just 1 year ago that we was at the Wu-Tang and Nas concert. It was it was like September 13th or 14th, something like that.
Yep.
So and now it's like September 13th, so we just 1 year off of that. You know what I mean? So yeah. That's dope, man. And hopefully we'll be doing something like this again next year. Yeah. So, but yeah, so before we go any further, please don't forget, hit all the buttons. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. brothers and sisters.
Brothers. Damn, you flipped them all.
I'm just playing, yeah.
Damn, I was just doing a little joint.
You shot him with the guns, you know what I mean?
Yeah, damn, I shot him up. He's like, yeah, nah, fuck y'all, nigga.
I shot you, nigga.
I shot you.
And I gave you the finger, nigga. No, y'all know we just joking. That's just our brand of humor, you know what I mean? So
it's just joking.
that's our brand. But so before we close out the show, we do want to let y'all know that we're going to try to, you know, revamp the show. So we're going to do like a full revamp because we really want to, you know, get really engaged in the whole hip hop culture. We want to really make sure that we're keeping this hip hop and really just get the conversation going the right way. So we're probably going to come up with a completely new name for the podcast. Everything's going to be different. You know, the way we lay out the show may be a little bit different. Some of it might be the same because there's certain things that we like to do, like, you know, the RIPs and the birthdays. You know, a lot of other shows ain't really doing that. You know what I mean? So we want to keep those things that kind of keep us, you know, original, but, you know, we also want to step it up. You know what I mean?
Oh, facts.
So you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, just like I said, it's just kind of, you know, like I said, with this tour, the Force and all this other stuff, all of the things kind of came into play with it. And it's like, yeah, it's kind of, you know, we've been at this for about 5 or so years.
6, actually.
Yeah, about 6 years. Yeah. And we need to kind of just, you know, look at us, you know, look at ourselves and kind of see like what we're doing. Yeah. And we want to try to, you know, revamp, like I said, rename. You know what I'm saying? Just make the presentation and things better. Now, you know, for the viewer, for us, but for you guys as well. We want to be able to, we want to do some more, not a whole lot more interviews, but we want to interview people. We want to actually have some good thought-provoking interviews on here. We want to have some discussions because one thing like the political stuff and all this other stuff, sometimes, you know, we kind of, me personally, I kind of went haywire, but I think you guys, all that stuff is out there. There's someone else that's far better than me actually talking about this stuff. And I feel that you guys deserve a break from that. So we're just going to keep it hip hop.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
saying?
saying? So
yeah,
that's
definitely.
That's what we're trying to do. I mean, some things, you know, we can kind of touch on, sprinkle on and touch on. But yeah, we're definitely going to try to, you know, get a better format down so it could be more digestible.
Yeah, and you know, if y'all got any suggestions, you know, feel free to hit us up. You know, we still got our email, tryandhiphoppodcast@gmail.com. Is that it, right? That's it, right?
It's the real
Try and Hip Hop Podcast at
gmail.com.
So, you know, it's long as fuck, but
that might be the reason why we need to rebrand.
Right.
Like, damn, I gotta type all this shit.
But, you know, luckily technology will save it for you. You type it in one time, it'll remember next time.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're going to come up with a whole new email as well, because whatever the new name that we come up with, we'll come up with an email for that. We'll make that one even longer. You know what I mean? The super real number one.
Real number one Califragic, Solilicious, soda pop drinking ass pop podcast.
But yeah, so you know, but we'll keep y'all posted. What we're gonna do is we're probably gonna take a break while we try to really revamp and recalibrate the whole show and really just try to come up with something that everybody's gonna like. And you know, we're gonna also try to be more inclusive of the younger artists because, you know, we don't talk about them as much, and it's just a lot of them out there that don't make great music, so sometimes it gets a little overwhelming, but there are really good artists out there and we need to be more inclusive of that, so we're going to try to do more of that. But please, if y'all got suggestions, send them to the Real Triad Hip Hop Podcast at Gmail for right now, and once we get the new information, we'll update y'all. I think what we'll probably do, I'm assuming that you're cool with this, like we'll make a whole new Instagram page, and the other Triad Hip Hop
Yeah.
page will probably still be there, just so that y'all will probably put a post up and say, hey, this was our last post. Now go over to this page, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
yeah.
You know, we'll do something to that degree, you know.
And then and also too, I was going to say this: if something really, really big happens, especially like hip hop or something in urban culture, we'll still probably come back and talk about it at some point. But like as far as like the weekly, you know, day after day, we probably won't have, or you know, Wednesday after Wednesday, week after week, we probably won't have that
Right.
going forward until we get things polished.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we appreciate y'all chilling with us. You know, we didn't want to spring this on you at the last minute, but it's something that needs to be done. So episode 255 is going to be our last episode under the name Triad Hip Hop Podcast. It's a little sentimental, you know.
Yeah.
Getting a little teary, you know, but it is what it is, you know.
Man, like, nah, don't piss on it. Like, that's what stand that shit up like,
but yeah, you know, it is definitely sentimental because, you know, we put a lot of work in and, you know, it's going to be still a lot of the good stuff. I'm sure we'll still be doing like the lyrical breakdowns because that's hip hop all day. We can't get rid of that. You know what I mean? But, you know, like I said, we're going to also try to look for y'all support, you know, and for y'all to spread the word to your friends, you know. And like I said, give us some suggestions. You know, anything that you would like to see on the show, let us know because we want this to be working for y'all as well as for us. So, anyway, I think that's all I have, man. Did you have anything else?
I think that's it.
All right, man. So one last time for Triad Hip Hop Podcast, episode 255. This is your man Kurt, and this is
your man
Howie. Hitman Howie. You know what I mean? Signing off.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.
Peace.